Chalo. Now let us come back to geometry. Now children, last time I told you point, line, line segment and ray. Now let's come to different types of lines. Pranavi or Adhya, is there a doubt? You people are raising hand.
No, ma'am, that was before one.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you please increase the font size?
Sure, I can. What is it, Alarika?
Ma'am, I have read the geometry with my mother last time. She told me many things and she also told me different types of lines.
Okay. Now there are three types of lines. No, there are two types of lines. In that, I mean curved lines and straight lines. Straight lines is one of the subheading of lines and curved lines is another subheading. Now, straight lines are of three kinds. It could be horizontal, it could be vertical, it could be slanting line.
Ma'am, ma'am, is oblique and slanting the same?
Alarika, let me teach please. Okay, I will come to that. Straight lines are of three types. Horizontal means sleeping line. Sleeping line or horizontal line, one and the same thing. Vertical line or standing line, one and the same thing. And see, this AB is sleeping line, or you can also say it as horizontal line. CT is vertical line, or you can also say it as standing line. Now here comes oblique. For you, Alarika, that slanting line is or oblique. They are one and the same thing. Slanting means which is starting from one end. It is neither straight, neither horizontal nor vertical.
Okay, ma'am.
Neither horizontal nor vertical. I mean, it is like, it could be like this, it could be like this, it could be like this. So any which way, all these lines are slanting lines.
Yes, ma'am. It looks like making a mountain or something.
Yes.
The way of mountain.
Yes. Like in a triangle, you have these two slanting lines. In a triangle, these two are slanting lines, and the base line is a horizontal line. So slanting lines could be any which way. It is neither horizontal nor vertical. Now curved lines are something in the form of like circular thing, not the complete circle, but it is of this shape.
Now is it a semicircle?
It could be semicircle. It could be just 1/4 of the circle. It could be 1/3 of the circle. It could be of this shape as it is shown here. This one. It could be like this as it is showing. I mean S shape. It is like this. Wherein some circular line is involved, that is called curved line. That means it is not straight. Curved line is the one which is not straight. And straight lines are classified into three parts, either horizontal or vertical or slanting. So the line which is not straight is called curved line. Simple?
Yes. Ma'am, like vertical, horizontal, and oblique lines have names. Do curved lines have names?
No. There are no classifications for curved lines, but the line which is not straight is curved.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, are there terms for curved line?
What there?
Are there terms for curved line?
No,
like
there
for the sleeping and
no, there are no types of curved lines. The same question Mukund was asking there.
Oh, ma'am, I'm asking terms. Are there any terms?
No, there are no terms. No terms for curved lines. Like straight lines are of three types. There are no types for curved lines. They are only called curved lines. For example, circle. Circle is made up of what kind of line? Curved line.
Curved line.
Right? Semicircle. Semicircle is made up of a curved line and a horizontal line. Or it could be a curved line and a vertical line. Or it could be a curved line and slanting line. It depends. Right? So any line which is not straight is curved.
Okay, ma'am, I got it now. Okay. But I'm asking, are there any terms? Like
No.
TRMS?
No. There are no terms. For example, alphabet A is made up of straight lines. B is made up of straight and curved. C is made up of only curved. D is made up of straight and curved. It is like that. S is made up of only curved. Right?
Okay, ma'am, I got it now.
It's made up of straight lines.
Which one?
T.
T. T, M, N. O is made up of curved line. P is made up of both curved and straight. So by looking at the alphabets, alphabets are the examples of curved lines. Now, there are more types of lines that we will be doing. Intersecting, parallel, perpendicular. Okay. Now, understand the difference between them. Pay attention. Intersecting lines are the one which cross each other. It is very important. Intersecting lines means they intersect each other. At some or the other point, they are gonna cross each other. So the lines that cross each other at some or the other point, correct Mukund, they are called intersecting lines. Now it could be lines, it could be line segments, it could be rays, it could be anything. So we generally use the term lines because line segment is a part of line and ray is also a part of line. That is why we use the standard term as lines. So when two rays or lines or line segments, they meet at a point means they cross each other. They intersect each other. They can intersect at anywhere. Starting point, end point, in the middle or anywhere. So at the point where they cross each other or where they intersect each other is called point of intersection. See, there are two kinds of diagrams given here. In the first one, diagram 1, it say both the lines are slanting lines. Whereas in diagram 2, EF is a vertical line and GH is a horizontal line and Q is the point of intersection. So it could be any which way. It could be slanting, it could be a mixture of vertical and horizontal because two horizontal lines will not be able to meet each other. That is the next thing that we will be doing, that is parallel. If the two lines are vertical, straight, or if the two lines are horizontal, straight, they cannot intersect because they go hand in hand. So children, parallel lines are the ones which maintain the same distance between them throughout. And what is the major difference between intersecting and parallel lines? That intersecting lines always cross each other, but parallel lines, they never cross each other. They will never meet each other.
Oh, ma'am, intersecting lines can be also done by curved lines.
Intersection can also be done by curved lines.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
why can't parallel lines meet each other?
Because Mukund, see, for example, there are two sleeping lines, okay? And we continue them till infinity. Now, two sleeping lines, whatever distance, this is a specific thing, Mukund. That is why we call them parallel. Because yes, you're right. Because they never meet each other. If they will meet, they will become intersecting lines. Or the other condition would be perpendicular lines. So two sleeping lines or two vertical lines or two slanting lines, it could be any which way. Basically, parallel lines, they could either run in the same direction or they can run in the opposite direction also. But they usually run in the same direction, right? And what is the major thing? That they always maintain the same distance between them. It is not like this, that here the distance is this big and then it will go this small at any point. Then it becomes slanting, and see, if I do it like this, is it looking like two sleeping lines? No, this is looking a slanting. So condition is either both should be slanting or both should be sleeping or both should be standing. Only then they will become parallel lines. The other condition is that, one second, boy, Bobby. The other condition is that they have to maintain the same distance between them throughout. throughout. Suppose if they are
I thought
direction.
Horizontal lines, we put the parallel lines, not
no, it is not like that. It could be slanting, it could be vertical. Suppose if two parallel lines are running in the opposite direction. Suppose this is the scene. Now, till the time they are maintaining the same distance between them. Do you look at my hands? Only my hands are parallel. Are my arms looking like parallel?
No, ma'am.
No. So
And
only
do slanting lines also have these parallel lines?
yes. Slanting lines could be same way. See, are my hands looking parallel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
But in this condition, only my hands are parallel, not my arms are not parallel. So even if the parallel lines if they are running in different direction, but if they are maintaining same distance up to a certain limit, then only my hands, till my hands it is parallel. After that, it is not parallel. This is the case if they run in opposite directions I'm talking about. Till the time they are maintaining the same distance, only till there they are parallel. After that, they are not parallel. Yes, boy Bobby, what is it?
Can I go to washroom?
Yes, go. Okay. So it could be slanting, it could be vertical, or it could be sleeping. It could be anything out of them. But what now? Perpendicular lines and intersecting lines, they satisfy one same thing, that they will cross each other. But the major difference between intersecting and perpendicular lines is that the perpendicular lines, they always intersect at a 90-degree angle. Perpendicular lines, they always intersect at 90-degree angle. Whereas intersecting lines can intersect at any angle. It is not necessary that they have to intersect at any particular angle.
And how we can know the degrees and how we will know the degrees? Ma'am, I know how can we know the degrees.
But in this Olympiad paper, you will not get any question on in order to check the degrees, Pranavi. But you can always see if it is L shape. Like if you look at A, B, C, D in perpendicular, they are making this L shape that I'll draw. See, do you see this L shape? This L shape means this is 90-degree angle. L shape always means 90 degree.
So L and the exact down one is 180 and D1 is 180. A is minus 90.
We will be talking about angles later on. Right now, I'm trying to explain the difference between intersecting and perpendicular lines.
So is L a 90 degree?
Yes, L is 90 degree.
So ma'am, we will always count it from here.
L will tell you that it is 90 degree angle.
Yes, ma'am. And the opposite.
Rest, no need to measure. Rest, no need to measure any angle. You will not get any question to measure 40 degree or 30 degree or 20 degree or for that matter 190 or 200 degree. You will not get any question on measuring the angles.
Ma'am, it is not a part of our course.
Yes, of course. But it is important that if you see L shape, that means 90 degree. So
Yes,
L always shows if two lines are intersecting and making an L shape, then that means those lines are perpendicular. But if they are not making L and still they are intersecting, that means they are intersecting lines.
Oh, ma'am, can I tell you how can we get it? I know where are the...
Dhere, when we talk about angles, then you can brief me before I start doing the angles. We have types of angles also to do.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
it will come later on.
Angles.
I will be teaching you about angles.
This is only the angle type of. It's a bit the reading material understood something about angles.
Yes, we will be doing angles too, but not right now. This is the starting of geometry. Okay. Now,
Does everything have a shape?
what, bache?
Does everything have a shape?
What do you mean by everything?
Like things and animals.
See, if you are talking about animals or plants or human beings, see, everything has a shape, right? But then how will we identify which shape is it? But yes, all plants, all animals, all things, all human beings, clouds, everything has shape, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
But there is no definition for those specific shapes. But yes, in mathematics, we use these terms to figure out different types of shapes. That is why in the starting of the geometry, we always teach point, line, line segment, ray, and straight lines, curved lines, because these are the basis of geometry. And from
Yes, ma'am.
the building
Ma'am,
shapes.
wherever I read, I just hear this A line and line statements everywhere.
Now these measuring line segments questions also, children, you will not get. Why? Because it is not at all possible to measure the line segment in an online exam, right? These things happens when we go for offline exam, because offline it is very easy to measure using a scale. Do you know how to measure a line segment anyways?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
If you look at the scale, CMS, centimeters, is written on either of the side of the scale. See, find a side wherein CMS is written. If you have a scale, Pranavid, can you see that CMS?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So CMS side will measure it in centimeters. So what do? We always see, look here, the graphic scale. We always put, suppose if A is the point, then I'm going to put my scale on A point and I'll make sure that my zero is exactly on this point A. My zero coincides with point A. I will make sure, 1 second, I'll write here, that the zero of the scale should be here on A, exactly on this point A. And then I will check that if I go till B, how many centimeters is it?
Ma'am, but in the graphic scale and the scale, there is no zero.
In graphic scale, bacha, zero is here. It is missing actually from the picture.
I have a scale and I am measuring it.
This is zero. First one is zero only. Cut ho gaya side se.
Okay, ma'am. In this scale also, there is not written as zero.
Okay, so what is in the starting point? Nothing is written.
Nothing is written, ma'am. It is only written as CM.
What is
it's written?
It is written as a CM.
Yeah, so that CM is 0 point only. Even the scale that I have, CM is written. It depends.
0 CMs.
Yeah, it depends from scale to scale. Sometimes, most of the time, 0 is written. But in case if 0 is missing, if CM is written, that is also fine. That is 0 only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but this kind of a question, because it is very difficult for teachers to teach measuring thing online. And also it is very difficult for students to understand, because physically it becomes very easy. You know, teacher goes to the children and teaches, okay, put your scale here and now you can measure. And it's very difficult for children to solve measuring questions online. So and Olympiad paper never gives any question on measuring. It is always difficult questions in Olympiad, and measuring is the most thing.
I have a scale and I'm measuring my length.
So make sure from wherever you are measuring, that point should be exactly touching 0, and then you can measure. That is the simple thing to measure any line. Line segment, not line. Okay, now I think I'll give you a 5 minutes break before I go ahead with starting with angles, because then half an hour will go like that. There are so many angles, types of angles. I think we'll be covering all 6. No, only 5.
I know them. I know how to show the degrees.
Okay. So
Ma'am,
first,
can I tell you?
no, there. Once you come
Ma'am,
back
I
to break, I'll give you the permission to tell me.
I also know them.
Okay. There are many things to do in geometry. Geometry is, I mean, it has wide range of things to do.
Ma'am, I know geometry very
In the
nicely.
explanation one, there are 15 pages. 15 pages.
Yes. And in the meanwhile, once you will be coming from break, I will check that what can you solve before the next class. Until that much we will do so that you can do some kind of homework also.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, in geometry, reading about that will how much I've read. I've never read that much in my life.
But geometry is very interesting also. And
Yes.
it's very
Easy
easy.
subject of
Yes,
maths.
ma'am.
No,
I'm confused. Why is this straight line statement coming like
ma'am,
that?
in geometry, do we use the division multiplication?
No. We don't use that. No.
I
mean,
only know the cube and cuboid things. In geometry, we use the operations like division,
See,
multiplication.
children, operations are something which you can use anywhere in geometry. Operations are something that can be used anywhere and everywhere, isn't it? Even in our daily life also we use basic operations. Even if we're going to purchase something from the shop, we don't know how to add, subtract, multiply or divide. The shopkeeper can make us do if we don't know. Isn't it? So those four basic operations, you should not even ask. You should always be ready with those four basic operations. That's a part of your life. It's not about part of mathematics.
That's why we say maths is everywhere.
Maths is everywhere.
When we see the clock for the time, also there is maths.
Maths is everywhere. All the topics.
Yes, ma'am. Also, maths is when we go forward, there's nothing else than maths. Nothing else than maths.
Maths is there in everywhere in all these subjects. Even
in work and every day, how much money.
Even if you study globe, you study map. I mean, anything and everything.
Our life is like
maths. Chalo now, go for break and come back after 5 minutes at 7:46. Let me have
it's also maths. Please put something in chat.
What? Wait. Okay.
something important.
All right. Okay, Daksh. Okay, chalo. You people can go on break for 5 minutes and then be back. 7:47.